just making this video to explain what I've been doing the last month or so and why I haven't really been making any lesson videos, too many of them lately. I just haven't had time, and I'm going to explain this right now to you, okay? I was at my normal Monday to Friday job. Don't have to get into what that is or anything. But a good friend of mine, she phones me up and says, Kenny, and she works in this expensive Calgary hotel. She says, they need a piano player to play for a tea. I said, a tea? Like a tea party or something? I've never played for tea parties before. I've played in bars, I've played in restaurants, I've played all over the place, but not for a tea party. Well, she just told me, why don't you just talk to the boss? So I went to this hotel. This hotel is called the Dorian. All right, and I talked to the entertainment manager there, and sure enough, they did want me to play for these tea parties from noon to 4 on Saturday and Sunday, which I found a bit strange, but I'll get into the tea part of it in a little bit. I want to explain this hotel, though, first before I even get into it, because this is a very new hotel. It's very fancy, all right? It is named the Dorian. It is actually a part of the Marriott chain of hotels, all right? But it is one of the Marriott has a special chain of hotels called the Autograph Collection, all right? So this Dorian is part of that Autograph Collection, which is their more higher end hotels. And this Dorian Hotel is actually named after a character from a novel. It's kind of, the whole hotel has a theme of this novel, and it's called The Picture of Dorian Gray, and it is by this author here. And this is a painting in the hotel of Oscar Wilde, who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray, okay? All right? And The Picture of Dorian Gray, I'm not going to get into the plot. It's kind of a bit strange or something. It's about this guy that gets a painting taken of him, okay? And this is this is a painting in the hotel of perhaps Dorian Gray. And the whole story goes around, about this guy's problems. Basically what happens is the painting gets older and he doesn't get older. But anyway, that's beside the point. The hotel is based on The Picture of Dorian Gray, and it kind of has the atmosphere of 1890s London, a little bit decadent, a little bit, very elegant and tasty, but there's all kinds of, it's very classy or something, all right? So I go into this crazy hotel, all right, and I check out the piano, and there is this room in there, all right? And I'm in there, and there's grand piano, beautiful instrument, all right? And I talk to the owner there, or the manager anyway, and I test out this piano, and I say, okay, I'm going to play this piano for you, all right? But I still not understanding, what is this tea thing, all right? The piano is very good. So what it happens is, this is actually a high tea, all right? This is not just a cup of tea, all right? This is a very expensive thing. In this room particularly, it's $65 a person for tea. I'm saying, are you crazy? $65 for tea? But no, it's very classy, very elegant, made for grand piano music, okay? So here's like the tea selection. If you have this high tea, there's all kinds of these teas. I don't even know how to pronounce most of these things. I drink coffee myself, okay? I don't know. But you have these tea things, but it's not just tea. You've got this classy, these things are sort of, it's hard to see in this picture, but these are these little tiny 2-bite little meal things, and they're very, very classy. There's the menu of this, like pina colada tarts and, scones with clotted cream and homemade berry. I can't understand all this stuff. And they're very small, but very classy. So this is part of this tea thing, all right? So I didn't want to show any faces of any of the customers there, but there's 3 girls in the background having tea, all right? And I found out this is why. I was wondering, why is it from 12 to 4? Well, this is high tea, and this is when these people go out to do this, all right? And the most part, it is females that are partaking in this tea. You don't see too many males doing this. I think what's happening is these girls are going out, and their boyfriends and husbands are probably in a cheap bar drinking cheap beer while they are having classy high tea. They dress up for it. It is very beautiful. Okay. Now, I just don't want to give the impression, though, that all they do is serve tea in this bar. No, that is a very special thing. Anyone can walk in, just have a drink. They have some beautiful cocktails. It's a very nice, classy bar. All right? So it's not just for tea. You can go there anytime in the weekdays. They just happen to have the high tea on the weekends. All right? So yes, you can come in. In fact, sometimes I've had my friends come in just for a few drinks, okay? And one time there was a whole bunch of them. They just came in here to support me right around my piano, and I had a jolly good time. They weren't drinking tea, they were just having a good time. So all I really want to say about this is that, if you're ever in downtown Calgary on the weekend or something and feel like a nice drink or have a nice cup of tea, come to the Dorian Hotel, and I may just be there playing some cocktail music. Thank you.